Welcome back to Let's Play Darkest Dungeon. I'm your host, Timepants, and today we are headed to the Warrens. Now, this party here is, I think, well equipped to go down and start some ruckus in the Warrens. I think that we're going to be traveling in the light, and I think we'll get a pretty good benefit out of that. So, yeah, no reason to mess with success. I'm going to pack pretty heavy here, and yeah, I don't think that is ill-advised. 2 shovels honestly might be too much for the Warrens, which tend to be so non-linear that most of the time you can just bypass anything that looks like it could potentially create an obstacle. But yeah, we'll see how this goes. All right. All right. So let's get started here, and yeah, just what is that? Fat tire. That is fantastic. All right, so yeah, not a bad first encounter. Honestly, the type of party that we have here, we should be able to hopefully knock this thing out before it even has a chance to act. From the second rank, definitely. Yeah, now we have every single one of our party members in play, and I cannot believe that. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I should have. Well, I was thinking this was looking fairly easy, but yeah, this looks, I think that was a smart play. Honestly, things could have gone south there, and maybe we only did 2 points of damage, didn't get a bleed, and at that point, yeah, we eat a shit ton of stress. But yeah, I think that was handled all right. But yeah, what I was saying is, what should have been a slam dunk first round with a couple of bad breaks the damage we were doing. Yeah, that definitely probably didn't need to do that, but I mean, might as well be scummy and get a little bit of stress relief where you can. But I will feel like an idiot if this guy ends up getting a turn off and damaging, stunning, critting one of our dudes. I can't believe we actually got that stun to work. And yeah, I think we are well equipped to get a kill here. And yeah, again, that might not have been super smart. I hope we don't get called out for delaying. Okay, we didn't. And damn it, I had actually intended for our cultists to do some healing. But yeah, at this point, I'm a little worried that we're going to incur a penalty for delaying. So honestly, I probably min-maxed that a little bit too hard for, the Warrens starting out with a mostly fresh party, and yeah, no real stress to speak of. And I don't think I even min-maxed that terribly efficiently, so that certainly sucks. I think you go ahead, and we actually incurred enough damage on that encounter that it kind of made me feel like that was worthwhile. All right, let's see what we have here. I will return with Cuthbert's banner and Boland's crossbow, so as to honor them with the proper burial. I will leave I will leave what is left of thrice damned Mizir and his trinkets to the swine folk. Perhaps they will build him the memorial he rightly deserves. I feel like maybe I've read that one before. Yeah, I'm struggling to figure out what to do about these journals, because the more I read about how they work, like mechanically within the game, oh, that kind of sucks, the more displeased I become. I shouldn't, kind of came across like a supervillain there. I'm very displeased with how my minions have managed to God damn it. Very displeased with how my minions have managed to allow the hero to escape time and time again. Time to drop them into a trap door, into a pit full of asps, and I'll watch them suffer for my amusement. Yeah, I feel like this is a tremendous opportunity for us to hopefully... I was praying for us to hopefully, yeah, get some headway here, but yeah, that didn't really turn out as well as I had hoped. And if we start eating bleed, this could end up being a round that was lucky. I was going to say this could end up being a round that we look back on as a tremendously missed opportunity, but yeah, our occultist is clearly not equipped to, I mean, do anything really except mark and heal. His trinket loadout, for instance, is a trinket that favors like plus ranged, or yeah, provides a benefit for ranged accuracy, which his dagger, his sacrificial stab, decidedly is not. You know, I think this is good because even if we didn't get the stun, we still had the pushback, and he was going to have 2 rounds of totally sucking. So that honestly was great. And the crit for some stress heal, okay, perfect. This kind of feels like an opportunity that we could delay. So yeah, why don't we do that? Yeah, at this point, shit, I kind of left myself in a rock and hard place situation there. I wasn't really sure what I could have done. I guess just pray that the grave robber did not destroy that corpse. We have a lot of dungeon left. I'm not sure I'm entirely comfortable ditching the torches. So yeah, let's just do that. And yeah, with 2 medicinal herbs, now we are well positioned that if the game's curio, nice, yeah, if the game's curio distribution is favorable, we're definitely going to get considerable benefit. We'll just find a place to camp as early as we're able, get, you know, whatever benefits we can get out of the camping, and yeah, I would have been real salty if that didn't get a kill, but now we're totally fine. But yeah, if things end up breaking our way, we should be able to take a big swing in our favor with the momentum here. As for, by the way, I thought 2 shovels was too many. Yeah, it clearly was. There are 2 obstacles, but we can very easily bypass one of them. And now I think, this is a question. Okay, so, oh my God. I meant to camp, obviously. That was a huge misplay. Holy shit, I threw away our camping buffs. Like, we're not gonna get any camping buffs for the entire run. Fortunately, we seem like a really well balanced party for this dungeon, but man, what a waste. Like, I feel really fucking stupid. Obviously, like, maybe you could see what I was trying to do. Maybe I shouldn't say obviously, because what ended up happening was pretty fucking idiotic. So maybe it wasn't obvious at all. Shit. Yeah, what I was trying to do was, instead of opening up the chest and, you know, having to throw away a bunch of our consumables or lesser treasures. I was hoping to camp, chow down on a bunch of our food to make some extra space in our inventory. I was hoping, maybe silly me, that we would open up 2 slots straight away. We likely don't need the last key slot. And yeah, we had sort of a breakthrough a few episodes ago where we figured out that you can actually camp with an inventory window open. What I clearly failed to realize there is that it's an inventory window that has to be open, not like, just any old curio interaction. So if I had used the key and then made camp, like, we would have been fine. Sadly, that is the opposite of how things went down, and yeah, that's embarrassing. That's on me. And I'm gonna just keep raking myself over the coals about it because I can't shut up. But God, there's a saying in Arabic, may all of your failures be private, and I think we can all appreciate the beauty of that sentiment right now, because God damn it. Now, actually, we probably don't even need to go this way to hit our 90% room exploration quota, but I mean, might as well. At this point, we really are just trying to be thorough. I will eschew going to the very end of the line here, because it is an extra encounter and it is a lot of backtracking. We have used up a fair bit of our food at this point, so honestly, I don't think it's a terrible idea. Or is it? Like, I don't know. Maybe I should, just to be thorough. Yeah, maybe it's a good idea just to take a look. I don't know what sort of curio I'd be hoping for here. A dinner table's good. We are actually a little bit hard up for food, and we could use the healing. So, yeah, maybe this was the right idea. And this is definitely a chance for us to get a huge leg up on this encounter. Like, we could potentially wipe it out right now. Sick. All right. Yeah, it's nice to skunk the enemy for a change. Like, it seems like especially in the early game, you tend to really struggle to actually get to get first move advantage unless you're running into enemies that are deliberately designed to be like super fucking slow. But yeah, not so much the case with, I mean, really most things. I think a lot of sort of baseline encounters in this game are designed to be like speed checks. And I appreciate that, because it really does feel like in the very early days of Darkest Dungeon, like, for one thing, there was more variability with regards to like the roll, like the initiative roll on each encounter as to, who would go first. It was, I think, a random number between 1 and 10 plus your speed. And, they'd roll that at the start of each round, and it would determine who would go next. That's, I think by reducing it, I think ultimately what they decided on was reducing it to a random number between 1 and 8. We definitely are in a situation now where speed is, 20% more valuable, I would say, 25%. Depending on how you do the math there. But definitely you get a lot more value out of speed than you used to. And that's good, because, in the early days of the game, there were 3 stats that really mattered. crit, because back then crits were double damage rather than 1.5 damage. Plus you got the stress relief, so crit was objectively better than that sucked twice. Yeah, crit was objectively better than plus damage because, yeah, a crit paid out with way more value. Honestly, I probably could have afforded to go for the swine wretch in the back. But yeah, other than that, damage, accuracy, and once you hit the accuracy threshold for being able to get 90% accuracy against everything, at that point, you hit diminishing returns. But right up until then, those were the only stats that mattered, especially with the way the game was structured, that there weren't corpses at that point. So every encounter was basically just bringing enemies forward on the damage conveyor belt, and the entire purpose of every single encounter was, destroy the guys in front as quickly as you can. Point blank shot was insane in this regard. And yeah, it devolved into very samey builds, because basically, as you destroyed the front rows, the back rows would move up into suboptimal positions, and yeah, you'd basically get into a situation where the encounter got easier and easier and easier, to the point of basically being trivial when, your rank 3 and rank 4 enemies were just, as a matter of course, pushed up into the front row. Now, not so much, and speed and being able to select your targets, like the juicy, stress inflicting or buffing or healing targets in the back, really, really matters for a lot. And it's a positive change. It really does make the game a lot more strategic. And maybe I'm gushing a little bit too much, but it's refreshing to see that you can get value out of structuring builds differently. A highly powerful group is great, but we ran into a lot of problems, especially in the first, the new game Let's Play that we did. We ran into a ton of problems of, basically sending a bunch of real bruisers into a zone and barely being able to drag ourselves out, out the other end, because we had just, I feel pretty smart about that. But yeah, just basically dragging ourselves out the other end, because we were always getting beaten to the punch. That feels really good, to, yeah, it feels really good to feel like you've developed an understanding for the things that the game values and sort of rewards you for. I shouldn't be struggling with this as much as I am, but there you go, fine. Yeah, okay. That shouldn't have been the Rubik's Cube that it ended up being. I think we go, we probably just take this and then leave. But yeah, that feels good. Maybe we should cut our losses and bail now. But you know what? There's one more chance for treasure. Let's see what we get. I don't think we can take advantage. So that was a really good run, a very profitable run. And yeah, let's see how things turned out. Obviously we got out of there with no stress. That's insane. Guilty Conscience sucks. That's annoying. Misses the spot is also annoying. But Yeah, overall, that feels great. Ooh. And yeah, that is a really, really nice bonus. Let's see if we can get another one. No. Unfortunate. Well, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.